We'll find out. How's everyone doing? I don't see anyone on right now, so I'm talking to myself. But I think this is being recorded, so we'll give it a whirl. Usually there's a lot more banter if Alan is on here with me, so you'll have to deal with my one-on-one. But here we go. I think we are live. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to start by sharing my screen and going live and start looking at some of these actual screens. So let's put this one, let's make you the actual live one. All right, so you're going to be Can you hear me now? How about now? Is it because we were just sharing the screen, possibly? Oh, I know what it is. Here, I'm gonna go back and do. I think it's because, yeah, okay, cool. You know what it was? Is because I had the other the thing muted. Ah, awesome. All right, I'm gonna go back to here. Um, So the jelly turtles, I like. Let me go back and just maybe. There we go. No, we'll do this. Jelly turtles. I liked it. Looks cool. Looks rad. My only big thing is, and thank you for doing your first submission, Amy. The only big thing for me that is that you need to let me know what you're doing. I want to know the software you're using, maybe some of your process steps, like your reference, just things to let me know how you got from the beginning to this, because it's a cool piece. But for me, I'm trying to figure out what to critique. I don't like right now. It looks like it's a digital painting. So I'm seeing it looks like you probably grabbed some other photos, clipped them on, ran some filters on them, and then this guy looks like it's a just a digital painting from scratch with some of these things added. So it looks cool. I like it. Um, the only thing I would add is maybe some more fog in the background to make it feel like it's popping. And then yeah, just your process. I want to know what you're using. So let's go over here again. This one, this guy is by David. David, you already did a couple cool ones. Yeah, you did a really cool isometric room last one that I didn't get a touch on. I like this one a lot. I would tone down the pink and the purples will look really, really rad. Maybe tone them down just a touch, just so it's not so pink and purple. Just so like maybe it's like a little bit of a hint, but no, this one looks pretty rad. But I want to actually go back and talk about your sea turtle. Thank you for the nice little breakdown. This is a nice render. I like it a lot. And then the whole step of like the diffuse map, the normal, the AO, and the wireframe is awesome. I loved it. And that you actually kind of explained what you were doing and what software you used. My own critique really was is this like I know that it's shiny because maybe it's underwater or I have no idea, but I would just turn down I'd break up the roughness map just so you can kind of see some imperfections. I think that'd go really well. Or if you're going to keep it small and make it look like it's a souvenir, really lean into that and just make it feel like one. But this looks great, really great model. The textures look good. Just break up the roughness map, I think, and you'll be solid. Yeah, this turned out really well. It's got some nice features on it. Let's go back here. Angry pink octopus. Um, so I think what we're going to start doing as well, by the way, Alwyn's missing today because him and Mac are working on some fun things, but hopefully we'll have them next week. And then we're going to start having guest people pop in, maybe judges or people from other studios to kind of help me on these. Angry pink octopus. Again, love it. Let's look at Orfer. I'm saying your name terribly wrong, but this looks awesome. So let's check this. Yeah, it's got a lot of personality. It feels like you can fit inside of like a DreamWorks or Disney or Pixar thing. I would like to see, like when I think of an octopus, I think of obviously like with the little suction cup things in the bottom of it, tentacles. So that's something I would definitely add. And I like that it's pink, but throw like a nice gradation on here to make it feel like it's just more than that pink. Maybe it like turns into like a purple or something else. Um, I like seeing the updates. Very cool. Yeah, it's looking really cool. I like this here. It feels like the mustache and the eyebrows look really good too. That's awesome. So that was the goal. Oh, you're working from this concept. Very cool. Nice block outs. Yeah. So the one thing I would say is this is a really, really low resolution image. Just make sure even every single thing you're doing for everything. This is nice. That's nice. That's nice. I'd want to see the wireframe and maybe even your UV maps. Maybe are you painting this inside of ZBrush to kind of like get all your textures? So identify things like that, just so I don't feel like I need to critique and ask for things. Other than that, I've increased the resolution of this actual bump map texture on here and add the little suction cups, and then maybe even make it feel like pink to a different color. Play with. I know you had some spots here. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I even like the saturation of pink here. But I see that this is a render and the lighting is changing some of it. So, maybe go in and play with adding some like discoloration around the eyes. Um, I think this is a really cool shape. I wish I would have seen like the wireframe and some other pieces, but this is pretty rad. It's got a lot of character to it, so I like it a lot. We got Calvin. This looks like your first one as well. So various pieces of artwork based on the theme underwater. Cool. So sketching concepts. I'm guessing you're using like a basically like Wacom tablet in Photoshop, or again, just kind of explain me what you're using to create this content. I like that you're talking about why and how you're doing it. This is really cool. I like the stingray, and I actually like that putting things in here like the scuba diver is nice for scale. It's a really nice way to kind of like help with concept art. Is just that goes a long way. Some of these sketches look awesome up here. You got some really cool shapes going on. Like these guys are cool. These ones are really cool. I would like it's nice you're kind of exploring how you want to do your concepts. I think the one that I would really like to do is, out of all the styles you got going right now, I dig the style, but I'd take this element of the scuba diver and I would push that into this kind of stuff too. I like seeing, like, just from a conceptual standpoint, I like seeing these gray ones where you're actually really exploring more shapes. Just throwing in your scuba diver again to kind of like see how he lines up like scale wise would be huge. Some of these are really cool. I like that. I like that one too. It feels like a leaf. I like that. This one looks really cool. I like that one a lot. Yeah, great job. Thanks for submission. This one, I saw there's a bunch of ones. So you did do a lot of submissions. They're cool. I like it a lot. I'm going to go ahead and just look at this last one because it looks like it's a collection of all six of them. So thank you for the submissions, Hope. So let's take a look at this one. So Hope kind of went through and rocked out a bunch of these awesome sketches and digital paintings. Like, they look really cool. So let's go over here. Yeah, so sketches for creatures. I like that you're kind of telling us about that. Yeah, this is like the way that you're doing it, especially like kind of like sketching ideas and actually using photo reference to kind of drive it. That is awesome. I liked it. Stuff like this too, where you start to identify what the actual anatomy is for. Like maybe that's sticky, or this is to help them hide, and having your color palettes, all great things. Um, Love that. Yeah, I would love to, like, again, I would say keep adding stuff like this because as an artist myself, when I'm at a studio and I get a piece of concept or like a mood piece and it explains to me literally what these elements are doing, that's huge. It takes away so much guesswork. So that's going to be a nice thing to add. So this is a nice touch. Again, the color palettes and you having your different sketches and photo reference and then the final one. Love that. Yeah, this is awesome. So great. Looking at all of them, I'd say I like them all. They have a really cool style. I'm digging this one and that one the most. These are all really cool, but these top two are awesome. So I like the idea of like you maybe even having them like turning them into like a series of like underwater creatures that have just been found in this mythical world that you created. But yeah, these are really well done. Really good job. I like that. Then we got Alien Swordfish. This one is by David. Awesome. David, this is look really cool too. The Robot Sanctuary. I just saw that when I was clicking on it before. Let's go back here and take a look. So Ratchet and Clank, amazing game. Using Max and Substance Painter. Thank you for this information. So I like the reference gathering. Always using PureRef is awesome. PureRef is just like a really cool, simple tool for those of you who don't have it. You can pay like £5 for it, like $5. I think it's a British company. But it's a great way to kind of like collage your reference, and it's awesome. It allows for high resolution still. Nice. I like the silhouette of it. This is a really cool shape too. That's looking fun. Yeah. I like the scales in it too. The colors look good, especially this gradient coming up. Good UVs. Wireframe looks good. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. I feel like a week is not that much time, and you were able to do the actual
stylized swordfish and or alien swordfish, and you got the container. So a lot of stuff going in here. It'd be really cool to see you adding some more. So maybe there's like a you can see there's like a top where the water is like it has some bubbles up here, or maybe there's some coral or something in there just to make it seem like this is a little aquarium for it or holding thing. But I'm digging it. This looks really cool. I actually really like the silhouette and shape of this piece too. It just, I know it's stylized, so I don't want to critique it too much in terms of adding more details to the actual textures, because it looks like you're going for more flat thing. Um, I do like the shape of like it feels like things are a little bit distorted, which I like a lot. I just feel like this feels a little empty. So putting like some bubbles in here, like you can even just model some geometry and make them be fake bubbles, and having some other sea anatomy in here, that'd be really rad. It'd be kind of a fun way to wrap this all up. Good job. We got Thomas. Cool. Thank you, Thomas. So let's take a look at this. Creation's work in progress, which is completely fine. That's looking awesome. Single frame animation, no worries. Let's take a look at the animation. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Um, Clever, using end cloth for it. That's cool. Let's take a look at the slider. Yeah, that's awesome. I like the animation a lot. That worked really cool. Let's take a look at this one. That's really cool. I like seeing content like this, like how you're making it. This is, again, anyone that's watching, that's really cool stuff to see. I love seeing content like that. Very cool. I like seeing this kind of content. That's badass. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much critiques because I know you're still working on it. It was a work in progress. The model itself looks good. The textures feel a little bit, a little rough. I would, add some more details, but I don't know what you're referencing. Like this is why like using sharing your reference is huge, because I can kind of see what you're going for color wise and like detail wise. Right now, I like it. It looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. The things that sold me the most were the videos of the actual like seeing him like simulated and doing this. That looks really cool. Gets me a little excited. And then even down here, like I like seeing the process of this, but I really like seeing you kind of using these extra tools to create content too. So especially using Marvelous Designer to make ruffles and make a jellyfish. Most people just use it for cloth and clothing. So really, really good job. I like it a lot. Um, this is another jellyfish. Let's take a look. This is by Slamir. Cool. You did an awesome helmet the other week, and yeah, you've been killing it lately. Good job. First thing I'll say is the main render right here. This is awesome. I love the colors, the presentation, everything looks great. Even adding these bubbles, nice little touch. I like that it's optional to take away. But just this by itself, the colors, just the way that this is wrapping around it, I love it. Got this. Let's take a look. Nice. Cool. You love adding those bubbles. Let's take a look at this guy. Cool. Interesting. Yeah. It's nice seeing all these different channels being used. So going back up to here, jellyfishes. So it's cool. I my only critique really, because I love the colors, I love the presentation. I would like to see wireframe if I'm being completely honest. But the other thing I'd like to see is reference that you gather, but also what softwares are you using. But in general, that looks really cool. I am a huge fan of this render right here. I think this render right here turned out great. It looks awesome. I'm a big fan of that. So great job on that. Tom Rumor. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Tom. Yours is packed. Love it. Free Willy. Love it. Maya, ZBrush, Substance. So yeah, this is a good example. Like you don't have to like just a simple programs you used. That's huge. That is like it makes everything so much easier to work from. Because I know what software you're using, so I can critique things and kind of be like, hey, you could use this one instead. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, I like the render again. It's awesome. You did a really good job. 2-day project. tight and fast. I like that you always are putting in. This is something that's nice little touch that you're sharing documentation of like the content that you're learning while you're making these. Very nice. Let's take a look at that. Love it. That's nuts. Yeah, this looks good. I'm always a fan, and then like you can kind of see how you added the depth of field and like all the color correction. I like it. This is going really nicely. No, this is really nice. A solid entry. I like it a lot. Really great render. Let's take a look at this one. So this is Noor. Fun fact, I actually teach Noor at another school. So great job. Yeah. Motion doc. Yeah, the animation did look rad. Right? Um, so this is Noor stuff. Very cool. Let's take a look at her first submission, the starfish. I like it. I like thank you for kind of giving the information on like what you're doing at a lot of cells, veins, layers, marmoset, 2-point lighting. That's good to know. I like the process. Wireframe, good, good, good. Another wireframe, no textures. I like it. Cool. Yeah, it's turned out nice. The only thing I would say, again, in the future, this is a really great submission, nice render and everything like that. I like that you're kind of listing everything like that. This, let me, I throw up a reference board of like things that you are kind of working from inspiration wise, because right now I don't have the idea of what a starfish has in the back of my mind. So if you have some reference to kind of pull from, then we can kind of identify like things you might want to add or take away. But in general, it's a really solid submission. I'd almost say take away this wooden base because it's really doing nothing. It's just kind of being an eyesore behind it, or you're gonna, or if you're gonna keep it, make it feel like it's coral or bottom of the ocean or something like that. Really sell the theme. It's good though. Great model. Good job. Last but not least, and I'll double check just to make sure we don't have any other ones this time. Okay, this one is from Gabriel. Nice. Let's take a look at this one. Nice. Looks really good. I like the texture. So okay, so cool. You kind of broke it down. I like that you're kind of telling me everything you're doing again. Again, nice little breakdown of using Pure Ref, blackout, like all the textures. Love it. Side view. Cool. Nice clean wireframe. I like the textures a lot. They look really good. Yeah, this has turned out nice. Yeah, this is great. I'm gonna go back and click one more time just to make sure we don't have any more submissions that I might have. Oh, that's right. I forgot you got like all this stuff down here. Let's take a look at this real quick. Little beauty render. I know it's underwater, but I'd still break up the actual roughness map on there too, just to make it feel like it is scaly. I like seeing stuff like this. Again, amazing. I really good reference points. Nice. Very cool. That's really cool. Yeah, really nice job with just even all the breakdown stuff. This is great. Yeah, this is awesome. Like again, feel free to have this. This is your like these drills are just practice, but also they can like document what you're doing and learning. When you do documentation, it's only going to help you learn it more. Plus, someone else might check this out and read it, and it might be something that they could use too in the future. So you're helping other people too. All right, so that seems to be all of them. Let me double check to make sure there is no more. 1 second. Let's do newest. All right, I think we got them all. Yep, we got them all. All right, so if I'm to go back and do my judging for this week, again, so many cool. These are all like really good submissions. I'm a big fan of everything. These guys are great. I really like, I want to push this one further, but I think you're missing too much. Like there's too many things I'm missing in terms of like, software used, wireframes, like reference, and like some other details. I think this one has a lot of potential. Just keep pushing it. But yeah, this one has so much potential. I feel like you should keep pushing this on your own because it's just a fun character. But in terms of complete creation, um, let's kind of go through this. I like this one too, but it just feels like it's a little bit lacking. So I know for sure, I think this guy is going to be my first, just because that is awesome. This is just a really, really great render. Composition wise, the color theory, the modeling, everything like that. It's a nice presentation too. My only ding, again, use reference and let me know what software you're using. Other than that, this is just great. Let's go over here. There's Tom's. I would say my top ones are going to be, these are my top. I really like these drawings a lot. I think they're pretty rad. Man, yeah, I'm going to throw that up here real quick. Tom, I like this render. Everything you do is awesome. I like that a lot. Nora, great job. I just push it a little further next time. Like I feel like keep it up. This is going to be you'll be up there. So Nora, no, this one, I'm a fan of this turtle. I like this turtle a lot, but I feel like it just needs to get it needs that roughness map to kind of break things up. But you did a good job on this. This has looked really good. So let's put this one up here. So we got the Norwal, or this, or that. All right, Tom, I love yours. This looks really good, but it's not gonna be in the top 4 this time. So we got these ones. Let's take a look. I like this normal one a lot. All right, so it's gonna go. This is my first one. We got this Norwal is my second. A big reason why this is my second too. There's so much documentation. The process of you making this and you kind of documenting it, I love it. It's great. Underwater creatures, again, you have such a good detailed example of what you're doing and why you're doing it. Again, so good. I love it. Keep making these designs. Are so rad. This is awesome. I like it a lot. I like a little more like breaking down of just some of the maps, but I think this turned out really, really cool too. I like it a lot. Really good modeling and texturing. So those are my 4, my top 3, and then my honorable mention would be this one. Really great submissions. I mean, you guys cranked out 11 in a week, and like hopefully we're going to keep on getting more and more. Just little side note before we do end. Again, this was just like an experiment this year with the weekly drills to kind of see if this is something that people will be into. But now since it's getting more attention, we are going to be doing a nice little polish up of things, like using badges, having guest judges, doing fun themes wrapped around stuff. So you guys putting this attention and doing these more and more, we're going to keep putting more and more focus on it. So just keep pushing it. You guys are making this more and more successful. So I thank you. Cool. I will share these, and awesome job, and see you guys next week. Bye.